Stay up past your bedtime. Space is proud to sponsor the Midnight Madness program at the 2007 Toronto International Film Festival. At the Witching Hour, get your fill of shocking and rocking films. The Midnight Madness program at the 2007 Toronto International Film Festival, September 6th to 15th. Brought to you by Space.
So this was not a print, this was digital projection. I wanted to ask you about the composer who did all the cello stuff. Yeah. Just beautiful haunting strings. Zoe Keating, what can you tell us about Zoe Keating, who actually was born in Guelph?
Yeah, I mean, I just, actually when I was shooting the film, a friend of mine who was one of the camera operators just had a CD of her stuff and he played it to me. And then when I was shooting the whole end, I just had it all in my head. And I cut the whole ending to her music, and I never really thought I'd get permission to actually use her stuff. And I just sent her a couple of emails, and she was just a lovely, lovely person, and she got involved immediately.
She was absolutely horrified watching the film and trying to score it.
She hates horror movies.
She lives up in San Francisco, and she's a very cool, independent chick who's a genius. And it was so incredibly hard for her to score it.
Lovely kind of hippie kind of girl. She came down to LA and I showed it to her on a DVD, and I was just like, she'd never been fucking do it. Because she was like this the whole way through. Like offended. But then she like rose to the challenge, you know, like it was an experiment with her. And she grew to love it. So.
And then we were recording the voiceover, grading and putting down the sound design. And literally, the whole process was overlapping, wasn't it? You know, she was recording as the sound design was being laid down, and sometimes we yeah.
I think you just explained it perfectly. No one has a clue what you're talking about.
That's why I handed you the mic.
No, anyway, yeah, no, it all came together at the end. It was a massive rush, and like the music, she was actually recording music and sending it. She was doing it in San Francisco and then sending it over the internet, and we'd download it as we were doing the dub for the music, and I'd track lay it in. And it was mental. I mean, she did an amazing job. She did so much music, like 2 hours of stuff.
If you do a search for Zoe Keating on YouTube, I believe you can see a lot of her performances. She's got of course, a MySpace page, and she's played with Rasputina, DJ Shadow. Just an incredible performer.
It's kind of the way she does it. It's so amazing. It's all sampled. Everything's looped. She plays it through a sampler, and she does everything herself in real time. Yeah. So the whole score was actually done in real time. That's me playing the show.
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering about the budget of this movie. You said that you did it for no money. What do you mean exactly by no money? Like, was it all like phone and stuff?
Well, I mean, I made a film before this called Broken that was literally no money, like literally. And then this was, it was a significant step up for us. I guess in the world of movies and stuff, it was pretty much nothing. You know, none of us really got paid. It was as low as you can get, I'd imagine.
It's still not paid.
That's not entirely true.
No. I wanted to ask you about the monster design. Okay, for a minimal budget film, those monsters just slimy. I mean, you're not seeing them all the time. Like, you don't see them like kind of full on, and they're just slimy and creepy. And how did talk about your relationship with the special effects department who did that?
I mean, I had quite a strong idea of what I wanted at the beginning. I wanted it to be like a kind of Grim Reaper style demon. And then Neil, who Andrew spoke so kindly about earlier, he did some designs for me that were pretty much spot on. And we'd sent it out to loads of special effects companies in the UK, and they kept coming back with stuff that was just ridiculous. Like, it was too over the top. Because I wanted something that was really refined. And then this guy, David White, came in and basically built the thing. It was, it was a tall fucking thing. It was like 10, 11 feet tall. It was a guy on stilts basically under this big cape, and we just had the hands and the face. And we only had one demon. And it was great, you know. I mean, they did an amazing job.
It's a beautiful piece of work, beautiful.
Yeah, I've still got the head of it. It's amazing.
And also the special effects, the blood and gore, is done by a guy called
Tristan.
Who's also a genius.
He's a, yeah. Tristan did all, that's like all the gore effects in the end were done by this one guy who did all the effects on program in the film.
It almost kind of looked like kind of something of H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yes.
Once again, about the monster, what was that all supposed to be, that whole section where the doctor's stabbing, is that all just to throw us off or something, or I don't know?
All right, Mr. Mason, step up to the challenge on this one.
Can you talk about what the monster is from?
Well, I mean, it's kind of supposed to be paying homage to those kind of films from the 80s, you know, where it's but taking it to absurdity. Like, it's supposed to be absurd, and obviously if you watch it again, in the end, then the demon is actually his character. So it's all the fantasy inside his head, so he is the demon, and everything that's happening out is his fantasy. So he's basically wanting to protect the girls in the film, and he's imagining himself as the
He becomes his own hero.
He's kind of Bruce Willis in one of those kind of films. He's creating the whole film in his head. So the way we kind of filmed it was that the more absurd, the better. So when the doctor's going like, "Look," and all that kind of stuff, it's like I cringe when I see it, but it's supposed to be like that, because it's supposed to be almost a parody of shitness, you know.
All right. I don't want to end on a parody of shitness. So one more question. Yes, here. Loud.
Can each of you recommend a horror movie to us that you think we haven't seen yet?
Ooh. Can each of you recommend a horror movie to the audience that you don't think they've seen?
Blood River, we stand for.
Blood River.
You haven't done it.
It's all in here. No, I don't know, man. I guarantee you've seen as many horror movies as me.
Maybe not.
Martin, the Romero film.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Okay, then I'm not going to win this one. Is that it? Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you very much for coming.